Hello everybody, welcome back to part 2 of my videos on depression. What I would like to start by saying is giving you a little definition of what depression really is. That feeling that we have and that we call depression is the disconnection with our real self, with our inner being, because we think that the situation in which we are and that causes this depression has no solution, that we're stuck there, and that we have no answer to get out of that situation. And that is a feeling that causes a really big disconnection with who we really are, because we were created to have desires and be able to manifest them. So if you don't actually believe that the situation in which you are you can get out of, you're going to feel this this feeling of depression. So it can be stronger or not as strong, but for me, in my case, it was very strong, because as I say, my belief system was right. You've changed your nose, you'll never be able to change it back, and now you're stuck with it. And that sense of powerlessness, of complete being in a hole, really, that you can't do anything about it, and then you've got to live the rest of your life the way you are without being able to change it. So I would like to remind you before I start to please keep in mind that anything that we can imagine and everything that we can imagine is already a reality. Bashar says this very well when he talks about parallel universes. He explains that everything that we have imagined and that we imagine is already existing in a parallel universe. And the only thing we need to do to get to that place is shift. And to shift, you need to find the right vibration that corresponds to that parallel universe in which you'd rather be and that you'd rather live. So to get to that point, what I've been doing is listening to a lot of Abraham Hicks videos and Bashar and Lilu Mass's Juicy Living tour as well, because she's been interviewing so many people that have lived so many miracles, if you can call them miracles, because they're just normal things, really, that we've forgotten that we're supposed to live. And we're living in this illusion where we're powerless, where we're just living by default, and we're not creating anymore. So listening to those videos really helps, because it enables you to listen to people that know the real truth and that are waking us up little by little to what the reality really is and where we have to go and what we're supposed to be. What seems important to us in our little world is not. So that for me is something that really helped me with this feeling of depression, because the little things like having a good job, having money, having a boyfriend, all these things are wonderful, wonderful manifestations that are going to come into our life that we're going to enjoy, and it's part of living on planet Earth. But it's not the important thing, and it's not what we're here to do. We are here to connect with our inner being, with our higher self. We are here to learn that we have the power to do and have anything that we desire, and we have to find this connection again, because that's the connection that will give us inner peace and the joy that we can't actually imagine is possible today, because we haven't experienced that depth of joy. So to little by little get to that point, because obviously our belief system has been trained during many years to, as I said before, just live by default and let things happen to us. So in certain periods of our life, everything's to flow, and then other periods, seems to just fall apart, and we're not sure exactly why and how it happened. So to be able to be the masters and the creators of everything that happens, we really need to start doing exercises. Now, good exercise that I've been using personally, and I think might help you if you're feeling that depression, or if you're in that area where everything just seems to fall apart, are number one, spend 20 minutes or 15 minutes every day imagining what you want to be and where you want to be. Now just lay down for it to be easier. Try and stop your brain from working and thinking, and just try and imagine with the most feeling as possible where you want to be. Now anything you can imagine, that nice feeling place of if you had everything you wanted, the path you want to take to get to that place, the person you want to meet, the money you want to have in your bank account. Just imagine it and lose yourself in that feeling and in that peace and joy. Just 15 minutes a day, but just really try and disconnect from everything around you and lose yourself in that world. Because as I said, it's an existing world, it's already there, it's a reality, and you just need to feel that vibration to start getting closer and closer to it. So that's a really good exercise. Another exercise is tapping, EFT. I'm going to do an EFT for everybody on perfect face. That's what I'm working on at the moment. So anybody that would be interested in an EFT for anything to do with their face, with their beauty, that would be a good one. If your situation is another and your desire is another, just do a tapping around on whatever is suitable to you. So it's easy, you just need to start tapping the karate chop points and just affirm the things that you want and who you are. So in my next video I'll do one, and then you just need to replace my words by the ones that you would like to put. So I'd just like to remind everybody that this world that we are living is an illusion. Everything that we see and everything in our world is what we have created. We can shift from one world to another just like that, and we can live and experience anything we want really rapidly. So we just need to try little by little to change our belief system and move out of what we've been taught and wake up to what the reality really is. So when I wake up in the morning, for example, for me with my example, I say thank you for my beautiful nose, thank you for my beautiful face, thank you for my clear skin, and thank you for looking in the mirror and seeing exactly what I want to see, for feeling that tingling feeling inside of how beautiful I feel when I look. And it's just something that is a desire, and I've manifested, and it makes me happy. And anything that we desire, we were supposed to have it. So for me, that's that. If you have another situation, just wake up in the morning and first thing you say is affirm what you want and who you really are, because any desire you have is already there, it's already manifested, or it's already existing, I mean. And for you to see it, you just need to shift that vibration and open your eyes to see it. So that's another important thing. We have to start creating our reality and stop living by default. And by doing these exercises, little by little, see an evolution in things that appear in our life, synchronization, things that come closer and closer to our desire. For example, me, the other day I got up and I went to the bank and I was in the queue, and I saw a lady that came with what seemed like a very sticky face, and she started talking to me. So after 5 minutes I decided to ask her what was on her face, and she said, oh, it's honey, because since I was very young I spent every single summer in the sun, and I'm living in Spain at the moment, in the south of Spain, so that's a lot of sun. She's 60 now, and it was every single day, on the front, on the back, on her front, on her back, and black, and with lots of oil all over her body. And her face just completely wrinkled, and obviously she was feeling really bad about it. And she went to the doctors, and the doctor was a lovely person and was her friend. And she said, well, put honey on your face from 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Just put honey all over your face. And she's been doing that for 2 years, and she said all my wrinkles have practically disappeared. And I saw that lady, and her face is perfectly fine. You can see a bit of her age, but nothing shocking. And I just thought, right, this is going in the direction of my desire, putting honey on your face to get rid of wrinkles, to look after your skin. Obviously my goal is much bigger than that, and I want our complete power and everything that we have inside to come out of me, and I want to use it all. But these are little steps in the direction of what I want. And I was watching publicity on TV, and I saw that they've brought out a new cream made of snails. What do you call it? Snails larva. And they were saying that people that work with snails have really, really soft hands, and their hands seem much softer and stay younger for much longer. And they've discovered that by using this cream, they're having really great results. So I say thank you, because all these things are natural products for little cures, and I know that they're just steps going in the right direction, because they are signs given to me. They're not given to anybody else, they're given to me because that's my desire, and that's what I'm walking towards, and that's what I'm affirming. And my beautiful skin, my perfect face, and that's going in my direction. And another person that will be affirming and talking about other things will see little by little signs confirming what they want. And it's wonderful. And when it all starts to happen, you realize that you're going and walking out of one world to enter another one that is incredible, extraordinary. Already it's ordinary, and what we should be living every single day. So please make sure you do your exercises, and remember that we are the creators of our universe, and we do have the power to manifest anything that we want and everything that we want, and our job